family is very important. It's important in our culture, and it's also important in the Jewish culture, but not just in their culture. It's also very important spiritually, because the understanding of the Jewish people was you were saved because you belonged to God's family, because you belonged to the Jewish people, that God adopted them as his own. So the way for salvation was not as an individual, a me and God thing, but rather as a family, as an us and God thing, as a Jewish people. But really the only way to belong to God's family was, honestly, to be lucky. You had to have their blood in you. That's how you belonged to the family. That's how you were saved. And if you didn't, if you were a Gentile or pagan, you're kind of just out of luck. Sorry. Well, here in the gospel, Jesus redefines that. We have the same understanding now that salvation is still, as a family, it's still belonging to God's family, but instead of calling it the Jewish people, it's called the church. With Christ as its head, we are the members. If the members are cut off from our head, no good, no life. So as long as we're connected to Christ as a part of his body, part of his church, salvation can come. But how do you belong to it? It's not the blood running through our veins, but rather whoever does the will of God, which means it's open to anybody, no matter what their background is. To belong to God's family belongs to all of us. And so today, may we realize that everyone we encounter today, whether they be our deepest loved one or whether they be our greatest enemy, is all invited to be part of God's family. We're all brothers and we're all sisters. By the grace of God, may we act accordingly.